Hi there. So, am I live? Am I live? Okay, I'm not live. All right. So, let me try going live again. I'm live.
Okay, go for a minute.
I'm live. I'll talk to you later.
No,
Okay.
I don't need to talk. I have to go.
Go. All right. So, welcome to this live session today, and we're going to wait for maybe 30-40 seconds. And the topic for today is friendship and friends. Hello, Aman. Friends and friendship. That is what the topic is. And the reason why I chose today's topic is because I happen to lose one of my friends today, a person whom I consider to be a friend. He passed away this morning, and I thought, why not talk about friends and friendship? And now you see, there are a few things that I would like to share. I just had certain realizations today, while I was taking bath. It's quite strange that you tend to get ideas, especially when you are taking bath. At least it happens with me. So you see, I'm going to start off with Rumi's quote here. Rumi says, "Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond." We are going to try to decode this. It's going to be a deep session. A very good evening, Vidhi. Very good evening to you too. So it's going to be a profound session, and you may want to hang in there. Okay, maybe it's not going to be very exciting as such, or very motivational, because like I always say, I don't do motivation. But yes, it's going to be deep. It's going to be profound, and if you are into such stuff, you may want to stick on because the lessons are going to be powerful. So be grateful for whoever comes because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. When we break this down, Rumi asks us to be grateful. That also implies that we are not grateful. That is why he's asking us to be grateful, right? Let's say, for example, a kid, when do we ask a kid to have food? When the kid has not had the food, right? चलो अपना रोटी खत्म करो क्यों रोटी खत्म नहीं हुआ है okay for all those people who are not grateful, so be grateful for whoever comes into your life, for whoever comes, in any shape and form, bringing, whatever relationship, positive, negative, that is what whoever implies here. It can be a friend, it can be someone who troubles you, it can be your Ola cab driver, it can be your delivery boy, Swiggy, right? So whoever comes, be grateful, okay? Because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Now you see, each has been sent. That means to say there is a force that is guiding you and others. The force that guides the stars guides you. That is what I heard. I heard this line, very powerful. So because each has been sent as a guide. So who is a guide? If you look at it, if you break it down even further, a guide is a person who guides you towards your destination, right? Wherever you are, what does a GPS do? A GPS is a guide. But for a guide to work for you, you need to know where you are heading. You need to know your purpose. You need to know your destination. So this also implies that having a purpose in life is very important. Like the Bible says, where there is no vision, people perish. So you have this vision, and whoever comes to you, okay, has been sent to you to guide you, okay, has been sent to you from beyond. So what happens is, especially, people who get connected with us, okay, that connection happens because we all, you may want to believe it or not, it is up to you, but then today science is confirming what spirituality has been talking about since thousands of years. Okay, so we are vibrating packets of energy. We are made up of energy, all right, and this has a certain frequency. So whoever comes to your life, it is because of that frequency. You vibrate at a frequency. Say, for example, when you adjust your radio to 104 FM, you get to tune into that frequency, and whatever is available on that frequency, that is what you get to hear. You cannot hear, what is that called? Sakhi Saheli, that is aired on 102.9 FM. All right, that happens to be one of my favorite. One of my favorite programs. So when you tune into 104, you cannot listen to the program being played on 102.9 FM. Similarly, when you have, when people show up into your life, in your life, I'm sorry, there are what, 700 crore people in this world, right? So there are only a few who show up in your life, and you show up in theirs. It's both ways, all right? So a little bit of ego shatter here. You're not the only hero in your story. Everybody is a hero in their respective stories. Okay, so because each has been sent as a guide. So whenever you encounter, for example, positive people, be very grateful. People who guide you, people who make sense to you, especially in regards to your goals, purpose. It's very important that you have a purpose in life. Otherwise, you're doomed. You will get lost if you don't have a purpose in life. Okay, so here, one purpose. The second thing is, know that whoever comes is a guide. The moment you believe that, firstly, you will be grateful, especially towards people who guide you, who help you, who advise you, because you see, different people come with different things. Some of your friends can help you financially, some of your friends can help you morally, some of your friends can help you emotionally, right? So that is what it is to them as well. आते जाते खूबसूरत आवारा सड़कों पे कभी कभी इत्तेफाक से. You heard that song, right? लोग मिल जाते हैं and all that. So we meet people. Now, what about the people who are negative? And you feel, oh my goodness, I wonder why, I became friends with him. He's such a villainous person. His intentions were vile, evil. How come I attracted that person into my life? Let me tell you something. You see, it was you who vibrated at a certain frequency and you attracted that person into your life. That is my take on this. Whenever I find people on the road getting angry with me, okay, instead of getting angry with them, I ask this question myself. Because you see, that is a kind of an awareness that we need to have. Okay, this was, there is this angry person whom I attracted towards myself, right? So deep inside, I'm vibrating my frequency. Maybe I'm stressed, maybe I'm angry, maybe I did not let go of something, maybe I did not forgive someone. Okay, maybe I caused trouble to somebody else because of my negativity. You see, हमें हमारा चश्मा दिखाई नहीं देता है. Okay, और क्या कहें, खुद को बदलने के बजाय हम आईना साफ करते रहे. गालिब का शायद शेर है ये. ता उम्र हम आईना साफ करते रहे, खुद को कभी साफ नहीं किया. So it becomes very important that you understand this, right? And once somebody, let's say for example, your friend who doesn't, a so-called friend who betrays you, you should understand the difference between dost and dosti. Dost is an individual, dosti is a concept. Friend is an individual, friendship is a concept. And the concept of friendship, not many people understand this. Okay, this is not taught in schools and colleges. Our social brain tends to become friends with people whom we studied. You know, अभी कोई मिला नहीं, फर्स्ट स्टैंडर्ड में है, कोई मिला नहीं, क्लासमेट ही है, बाजू में बैठा है, बात कर रहे हैं, 4 जोक्स हमने कर लिए. ज़रूरी नहीं कि सामने वाला दोस्ती के कॉन्सेप्ट को समझे, और ये भी ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आपने समझ लिया, मैंने समझ लिया दोस्ती के कॉन्सेप्ट को. That itself requires a lot of self-understanding and a lot of maturity and wisdom to understand the dynamics of a relationship. So when somebody disturbs you, troubles you, know that at some level, okay, that person showed up to guide you. Now you know what you mustn't be doing. That is the biggest lesson. What you mustn't be doing. All right, that is what the person taught you. Number one. And number two, it gives you an opportunity to understand, have this wisdom that friends and friendships are two different things. A friend is an individual, and a friend who stands by you, and who's always stood by you and all that. Be very grateful, क्योंकि दोस्त मिलना बहुत मुश्किल है आज के ज़माने में. ओके, बहुत मुश्किल है, खास करके जब आप सक्सेस पाते हो. ऑल राइट, खास करके जब आप सक्सेस पाते हो, बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है सच्चे दोस्त मिलना. जो यानी कि सच्चा दोस्त का मतलब होता है जो इंसान दोस्ती के कॉन्सेप्ट को समझे, क्योंकि दौलत की चमक उनको अंधा बना देती है ना, और सिक्कों की खनखनाहट उनको बहरा. महफिलें तो वो खरीद लेते हैं, लेकिन दोस्त नहीं ला पाते उन महफिलों में. उन महफिलों को भरने के लिए जो दोस्त चाहिए होते हैं वो नहीं मिलते. हाँ, इंसान तो बहुत आएंगे, लोग तो बहुत आएंगे, मजमा तो बहुत आएगा, लेकिन तुमको समझने वाला दोस्त जिसको बोलते हैं, जो दोस्ती को समझता है, ऐसे लोगों से महफिल नहीं भरेगी तुम्हारी. और वो महफिल ही क्या, जहां सिर्फ मजमा हो और दोस्त नहीं, वो महफिल तो वीराना हो गया ना. So that is the beauty of a friendship. So before you make friends, understand human dynamics. Start from, understanding what gratitude is. Start from understanding what friendship is. Start from understanding, what love is. So when you do that, right, start from understanding what you are deep inside. And when you find certain things that are not good, when you find that you are an ungrateful, okay, you understood what I just said. So consciously, be aware of it and burn it in the light of your consciousness. Because that's one of the best ways to get rid of your negativity. You become aware. You become conscious of your negativity. All right, so what did Rumi say? Be grateful for whoever comes. Even your enemy, thank you. My dear enemy, you taught me how to fight. You taught me how to stand. You taught me how to hold my ground. That is what you did. Thank you for being there, my dear enemy. That's a prayer for your enemy. Right? And if it is a friend who showed up, thank you for being there. Thank you for understanding me. Thank you for making me understand what friendship is. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to, play a very important role as a human. We play a role of a friend. So you taught me, or you let me exercise the freedom to be a true friend. So I'm grateful to you. And I know that you have been sent from beyond to guide me. Right? So you see, I was just referring this line here from my iPad. Be grateful, this is the line. So Any questions? You can ask me now. Okay, so I'm going to be here for another 5-6 minutes and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to contemplate, I'm going to meditate, I'm going to, try and understand what role this friend of mine played who passed away. Okay, what lessons did I learn from him? Right, we all learn lessons. So go ahead, shoot any question that you have now. I'm here for another. Yeah. It's easy to establish friendship with someone who comes from a different culture and speaks a totally different language. Yeah, that is because Aman asks me, it's easy to establish friendship. See, you are establishing a relationship, you're establishing rapport. Don't be too eager to label that as friendship. Did you understand what I said? We are way too eager to label, rapport and connection as friendship. You might have rapport with a person, you might feel connected, but that is not friendship. That is not the qualification for friendship. Okay, and when somebody is from other culture and different language, मुंबई से हो, okay, किसी टूरिस्ट से क्लोज हो गए हो क्या, घर में बहुत डांट पड़ने वाली है अमन. Okay, so different language, that's because there's this need for variety. The way our brains are programmed, okay, there is this basic need for variety. That is the reason why we tend to feel attracted towards people who are different, right? मारुति 800 को, अल्टो को पलट पलट के कौन देखता है? लेम्बोर्गिनी को तो देखता है क्योंकि वो अलग है, ज़्यादा दिखती नहीं है. Okay, how important is friendship in an intimate relationship or a romantic relationship? That's the see, it's like this. You need to understand companionship here. When you say how important is friendship in an intimate relationship or a romantic relationship, you need to understand the importance of being importance of companionship. All right, because I read this long back somewhere that romantic relationship, all right, is based on 4 pillars. 3 of those pillars are made up of companionship and 1 is made up of love. Okay, so companionship is very close to friendship. Okay, so that is what it is, and it is all about you, how you handle yourself. You need to understand certain call them rules if you may, tenets if you may, friendship. Okay, you need to understand those. Any other question? I hope I answered this question of yours. So any other question? Now is the time to ask. Go ahead, shoot a question. Hello everyone, shoot a question. Be quick, be quick, be quick. I'm here for another 2 minutes. Be quick. Hi Mayank, I see Mayank on YouTube here. Yes, hi. Am I online? Arvind, am I online? I wouldn't know. All right. So that is what it is. Everybody whoever turns, shows up in your life, know that the person is there to guide you and has been sent from the beyond. लोग ऐसे ही नहीं मिलते हैं दुनिया में अक्सर. यूं ही कुछ भी नहीं होता. There are no coincidences in life. Always remember that. Everything happens for a reason. कुछ भी बिना reason के नहीं होता है. कुछ भी random नहीं होता है. There is nothing called as randomness. Everything is deliberate in this universe. Do you get that? Everything is deliberate. So I would like to leave you with this note. Remember that whoever shows up, be grateful. And when somebody who is negative shows up, I just advised or I just shared what needs to be done. You can, watch this video again, right? So all the best and treasure the people who are with you. क्योंकि जैसे मैंने कहा, बिना गहरे और सच्चे दोस्तों के मंजिलों, महफिल भी वीरा हो जाती है. Let me just put that across to you again. बिना सच्चे और गहरे दोस्तों के महफिल भी वीरा लगने लगती है. मजमा तो रहता है लेकिन दिल उस सच्चे इंसान को तरसता है. Okay, so I just made that up now. Hope you like the session. Go love your friends. बहुत कम होते हैं, उंगलियों पे आप गिन सकते हो एक्चुअली जो फ्रेंडशिप को समझता है. Okay, understand the difference between friend and friendship. That is what we discussed. How important are verbal manifestations? I don't understand that question. I'm sorry. How important are verbal manifestations in relationships and friendships? It'll be nice if you could rephrase that for me. It's. What do you mean by that? Let me just button डाल लेते हैं इधर. हाँ. What do you mean by that? How important are verbal manifestations in relationships and friendships? मतलब क्या है तुम्हारा? जल्दी टाइप करो because I thought I'll be here till 10 o'clock. 2 मिनट हैं और बाकी. Use of words. You see, every word, okay, especially verbs, all right, and even nouns. Usually what happens is they come with a certain vibration, okay, and that vibration is there because of the feeling you have behind that word. Okay, so words play a very important role. Words are the, again I heard this somewhere, अगर से लाइफ एक कैनवस है तो वर्ड्स वो पेंट है जिससे तुम वो कैनवस पे पेंटिंग बनाते हो अपना. ऑलराइट, सो शब्दों का जो इस्तेमाल है वो जितना आप गहरे शब्दों का इस्तेमाल करोगे और उनको समझ के इमोशन के साथ इस्तेमाल करोगे उतनी एनरिचिंग लाइफ तुम्हारी होगी. ऑलराइट, तो सिर्फ शब्द बिना कोई इमोशन के बोलोगे तो उसमें इतना पावर नहीं होता है. इसीलिए जब कोई ऐसे ही किसी को आई लव यू बोलता है एंड डजंट मीन इट, वो उसका इतना इफेक्ट नहीं होता है. Always remember that. And when you say, for example, I love you, or when you feel compassion, when you understand compassion, तब तुमको मालूम पड़ता है कि understanding will not only it is not restricted only to your loved one, but it spreads across universe and borders. तुम हर एक इंसान के साथ तुम कनेक्ट कर सकते हो. I just happened to discuss this with Arvind today. One of Arvind's friend wasn't keeping well, so I could actually connect and see where that person is sitting at her place. Now this might sound, I'm no magician, but I'm talking quantum physics here. We are all connected if you look at it spiritually and scientifically. Then Arvind said, no sir, वो क्या बोलते हैं, my friend is not there. My friend just informed me that she's in a different room. But then when he checked, she was indeed in the room that I was talking about. So you definitely can connect with people when you understand true compassion. You will not restrict it to certain people, certain tribes, certain communities. You wouldn't do that. You would become like a sun. We discussed this yesterday, right? Pervasive. Your love is going to spread regardless. Your compassion is going to spread regardless. And if you restrict compassion, it is not compassion at all. If you say, I love this particular people and not this, you are, bottom line is bullshitting. You do not have an idea what love means. Like I think it was Saint Augustine who said, punish the sin, not the sinner. Hate the sin, not the sinner. That वहीं पर हम मार खा जाते हैं. All right? So, as someone said, always keep a sweet on your tongue. Diabetes हो जाएगा. Amazing SIDS. On a lighter note, that is. As someone said, always keep a sweet on your tongue. नहीं. Here I would beg to differ. हर हमेशा sweet बोलने से काम नहीं चलेगा, because you end up being a nice person. कभी कभार कड़वा बोलना पड़ता है क्योंकि थोड़े लोगों को कड़वी जुबानी समझ में आती है. राइट हमेशा आप स्वीट बोलते रहोगे, आपको ही डायबिटीज हो जाएगा. पीपल विल टेक यू फॉर ग्रांटेड. यू नीड टू नो, यू नो. देखो इट्स लाइक दिस, तुम्हारे गुस्से में भी ना वो स्वीटनेस होना चाहिए. योर इंटेंशन शुड बी हियर, लेकिन जुबान पे वो जो शब्दों का इस्तेमाल होना चाहिए वो इस्तेमाल होना चाहिए. ऑल राइट. मेरा ये मानना है कि गाली भी दो तो वो दिल से मत दो, इमोशन से मत दो. लेकिन थोड़े लोग जब तक माँ बहन ऐसे ऐसे नहीं सुनते तब तक उनके बात समझ में नहीं आती. तो वहां पर आप गाली नहीं दे रहे हो, आप कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हो, वो भाषा का इस्तेमाल कर रहे हो जो उनको समझ में आती है. मगर इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि आप फुल ऑन चले जाओ गालियों में. ओके, बिकॉज दैट विल अगेन अफेक्ट योर वाइब्रेशन, इट विल अफेक्ट यू. All right. So you can also I'm not talking about badi badi galiyan. You can also use words which are quite harsh. Okay, when somebody does a stupid job, you can always say stupid, but then you can show it in a tonality that you meant it. Okay. So हमेशा मीठा नहीं बोला करते, मैं इससे सहमत नहीं हूँ. बिकॉज जैसे मैंने कहा, थोड़े लोग मीठा नहीं समझते. एंड थोड़े लोगों को करेला खिलाना पड़ता है, क्योंकि ये बात हमको समझनी है कि करेला भी हेल्थ के लिए अच्छा होता है. उसके लिए भी अच्छा होता है, हमारे लिए भी अच्छा होता है. एंड यू हैव किड्स आई थिंक, सो यू नो इट वेरी वेल. थोड़ा बहुत कभी कभार बच्चों को करेला देते हैं, तभी वो टाइम पर जाकर सो जाते हैं. ओके. हर हमेशा मीठा खिलाने वाला पेरेंट, ओके, बच्चा उसका बाप बन जाता है और माँ बाप उसके गुलाम. ओके, होप यू गॉट दैट. ऑल राइट देन, सो आई थिंक आई शुड बी गोइंग नाउ. येस, दैट्स डिस्टेंस व्यूइंग. That's actually possible. I believe it. I do not know if you do. Okay, so fine then, go ahead. Love your loved ones and keep them really close. Remember that. Always remember that. सच्चे दोस्त मिलते नहीं हैं. They are as rare as diamonds and gems. उससे भी ज़्यादा rare है. Okay, अगर से ये मिल जाए तो उनके rules violate मत करना. ओके, अगर से उन्होंने बोला कि ये मुझे पसंद नहीं है और तुम वही करते हो काम, ओके, एक्सपेक्टेशन सेट होने के बाद भी, अपनी ज़ुबान देने के बाद भी, याद रखो रिलेशनशिप का ये एक उसूल है. हमारे इंडिया में भी ये सिखाया जाता है, प्राण जाए पर वचन ना जाए. सो वंस यू से समथिंग, एंड आई एम टॉकिंग ओनली अबाउट पॉजिटिव थिंग्स. ऐसा नहीं कि दोस्त को बोल दिया कि हाँ यार मैं तेरे साथ सिगरेट पीऊँगा, और बाद में तुमको रियलाइज़ हुआ कि सिगरेट नहीं पीना है. बाद में बोला कि अरे सर ने बोला था प्राण जाए पर वचन ना जाए. देखो, ये वचन रखने के लिए मैं दम मार रहा हूँ, ऐसी बात नहीं है. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट गुड थिंग्स. जब तुम कुछ चीज़ वादा करते हो किसी से, और न्यूट्रल चीज़ पे वादा करते हो किसी से, तो वो वादे को कभी तोड़ना मत. Okay, a true friend will never break a promise, and a person who's broken a promise doesn't understand friendship. Be very careful with that person. एक बार जिसने वादा तोड़ा, उस आदमी से बहुत केयरफुल ट्रेड करो अपने लाइफ में. ओके, एंड लातों के भूत यू मीन, या कहावत है, वायलेंट हमेशा होने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती. ओके, क्योंकि जितनी ख़ता है उतनी ही सज़ा मिलनी चाहिए. राइट. And violence or galiyan, it will actually have a very bad effect. I'm talking about tonality. When I say galiyan, I'm talking about tonality. I need not use a word like B, जो B से जो भी ये गालियाँ शुरू होती हैं, I need not use it. I can use a word, a very simple word like stupid or idiot, and make it sound worse than the word B, because that's the power of tonality. Okay, so it is all about how you conduct yourself, and when you happen to show that anger, the other person should also understand कि हाँ यार मैंने ये गलती की है. वैसा एक रिश्ता होना चाहिए, क्योंकि थोड़े लोग, तुम उसको मारो, तोड़ो, गाली दो, कुछ भी करो, वो कभी बदलेगा नहीं, कभी वो चेंज नहीं होगा. All right, so that is what it is. We need to understand the dynamics. अभी उसके लिए तो अभी एपिसोड ये लाइव कम पड़ जाएगा, किसी और दिन बात करते हैं। आज का बस इतना मैसेज था। रूमी का एक और बार मैं पढ़ लूँ। बी ग्रेटफुल फॉर हु एवर कम्स बिकॉज ईच पर्सन हैज़ बिन सेंट एज अ गाइड फ्रॉम बियॉन्ड। ओके, तो जो भी अपने जीवन में आता है याद रखो वो एक गाइड होता है। तो हमारे यहाँ इट्स रमज़ान नाउ, तो हमारे यहाँ ये सिखाया जाता है कि चैरिटी पे बहुत फोकस रहता है। एंड आई एम श्योर के बहुत सारे कम्युनिटीज़ रिलीजन्स भी चैरिटी पे फोकस करते हैं। ओके, सो यहाँ पर ये एक चीज़ जो मैंने बहुत सारी चीज़ों में एक चीज़ मैं शेयर करना चाहूँगा। अगर से कुछ भी नहीं है देना, कोई दर पे आ गया तेरे कुछ मांगने के लिए, कुछ भी नहीं है देना, कम से कम मुस्कुराहट दे दो। स्माइल, दैट इज़ ऑल्सो चैरिटी। ओके, अगर से कोई कार के पास अगर नॉक करे, तुम्हारे पास चेंज नहीं है, है? इसके बजाय, एक रूड एटीट्यूड के बजाय तुम यू कैन जस्ट स्माइल एंड से आई एम सॉरी, आई डोंट हैव इट, आई एम सॉरी। उसको समझ में नहीं आता तो मैं यूजली दिस इज माई जेस्चर, सॉरी नहीं है। आई स्माइल एंड एटलीस्ट दैट स्माइल। ऑलराइट, तो चलो प्यार बांटते चलो, क्या हिंदू क्या मुसलमान। So that is how it needs to be. So be grateful for whoever comes because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Have a purpose and treat everybody as a guide. Good night, people, and it was nice having you. Let your friends and family members know that I'm going online these days. I do not know कितने दिन तक मैं ऐसा live जाऊँगा. Okay, जब तक जा रहा हूँ, let people join. अगर से आपको अच्छा लगा तो like करो, share करो, subscribe करो. I'm MD Ahmed, the founder of fuelforsuccess.com, and that's not the only identity that I have. That's not my primary identity. I am sharing this with you so that you can subscribe to my podcast and the YouTube channel, fuel4success.com. I'll see you. Good night. God bless.